Many people whisper this question instead of asking it clearly. Backhand index pointing right. Is having sexual intercourse during menstruation good or bad? Some say it's safe. Some say it's dangerous. Some say it prevents pregnancy. Today, let's remove myths, explain facts, and help people make informed health decisions. Today, I'm diving into the big question. Is having sex during menstruation really bad for you? Let's bust some myths and find out together. For many people, the idea of having sex during menstruation can be pretty taboo. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and it's often a topic that's not discussed openly. But it's super important to talk about it, because let's face it, people have sex, and sometimes that happens to coincide with menstruation. One of the main concerns people have about having sex during menstruation is hygiene. They worry about making a mess or being unclean. There's also the discomfort factor. Some people might not feel like having sex when they're on their period, and that's totally valid. And then there's the societal stigma. We've been taught to think of menstruation as something dirty or shameful, which can make people hesitant to engage in sex during this time. What is menstruation? Menstruation happens when the uterus sheds its lining every month. This causes bleeding, hormonal changes, and body sensitivity. During this time, the cervix opens slightly. The body's defense against infection is lower. Blood is present, which can carry germs. This is why sex during menses must be discussed carefully. But what about the actual health implications? Some people believe that having sex during menstruation can be beneficial, like helping to relieve cramps or shorten the period. Others are worried about infection or other complications. The truth is, for most people, having sex during menstruation is not harmful, but it's not for everyone either. Is sex during menses good? For some people, yes, but only under certain conditions. Possible benefits: pain relief. Orgasms release hormones that can reduce cramps. Stress reduction. Emotional closeness may improve mood. Increased desire. Some people feel more sexually responsive. Backhand index pointing right. Medically, it is not forbidden. But what about the actual health implications? Some people believe that having sex during menstruation can be beneficial, like helping to relieve cramps or shorten the period. Others are worried about infection or other complications. The truth is, for most people, having sex during menstruation is not harmful, but it's not for everyone either. Why can it ignore? 1. Higher infection risk. Blood can carry bacteria and viruses. Risk of STIs like HIV is higher. The open cervix allows germs to enter more easily. 2. Pregnancy is still possible. Crossmark menstrual sex does not. Blood encourages bacterial growth. Poor hygiene can cause vaginal or urinary infections. I've heard some people say that having sex during menstruation can actually be really pleasurable because the increased blood flow can make things feel more sensitive. On the other hand, some people might experience discomfort or pain. It really depends on the individual and their body. Why can it be bad? This is the part many people ignore. 1. Higher infection risk. Blood can carry bacteria and viruses. Risk of STIs like HIV is higher. The open cervix allows germs to enter more easily. 2. Pregnancy is still possible. Crossmark menstrual sex does not prevent pregnancy. Heavy checkmark sperm can survive up to 5 days. Heavy checkmark early ovulation can lead to pregnancy. 3. Hygiene problems. Blood encourages bacterial growth. Poor hygiene can cause vaginal or urinary infections. 4. Increased discomfort. Some experience more pain, dizziness, or heavy bleeding. Stop sign: when should it be avoided? Avoid sex during menses if bleeding is heavy, there is pain or infection, protection is not available. 1. Partner feels uncomfortable. So what's the takeaway here? According to experts, if you're healthy and have a normal menstrual cycle, having sex during your period is not likely to cause any major issues. In fact, it might even help with some symptoms. But it's crucial to listen to your body and communicate with your partner. Medical conclusion: heavy checkmark, not forbidden. Warning: higher risk than other days. Heavy checkmark protection and hygiene are very important. Heavy checkmark consent comes first. To sum it up, whether or not to have sex during menstruation is a personal decision that should be based on comfort and consent. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. What's important is that you're making an informed choice that works for you and your partner. Menstruation is normal. Sex during menstruation is not a sin or taboo, but it has higher risk of infection. Pregnancy can still happen. Protection and hygiene are important. That if there is pain or discomfort, Avoid it. Pushpin final takeaway. Motivational. Being informed is better than being ashamed. Health education saves lives. Respect your body. But if you've had experiences with sex during menstruation, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you're interested in learning more about menstrual health or sexual well-being, check out our other videos on these topics. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand the truth about sexual health and menstruation, don't keep it to yourself. Backhand index pointing right like this video, so more people can get accurate health information instead of myths. Backhand index pointing right, subscribe to this channel because we talk about real-life health topics that schools and society often avoid. Backhand index pointing right, turn on the notification bell so you never miss content that can protect your health and your future. If you know someone who needs this information, a friend, a partner, a sibling, share this video with them. Health education saves lives. And please, drop a comment below. What is one thing you learned today that surprised you? Your comment helps this video reach more people, and it helps us build a community that chooses knowledge over ignorance. Remember, backhand index pointing right, no shame. Backhand index pointing right, no myths. Backhand index pointing right, just informed, healthy choices. See you in the next video. But if you've had experiences with sex during menstruation, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you're interested in learning more about menstrual health or sexual well-being, check out our other videos on these topics. Thanks for watching.